I kind of did some rearranging of things today, so this should get interesting. All right, as you can see, I've already let Alex and Chris in, and I see Josh Kinder's waiting. Let me go let him in, and we'll get this show going. I'm going to rerun that introduction a couple times. And I don't know if I need to lengthen it out a little bit. It's only about 16 seconds in length. And I redid the outro as well. There's Tony Wallow. Good evening, Tony. By the way, thank you, Tony. I really appreciate your support of the channel, and I didn't discover that until later in the day because of the debacle that I will go into depth and explain here in just a little bit. But very, very appreciative, very, very thankful. Thank you so much, Tony. I really do appreciate it. There's Josh Kinder. Muted. On his phone again, I'll bet. I bet he's on his phone. Let's make a bet. Anybody taking a bet?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's here. I'm just going to guess he's on his phone.
Me too.
So far, we got 3 people saying he's on his phone. So I need to get, I know Zoom sounds good because I tested it this morning or this afternoon. I need to get an audio check on Zoom for not only myself, but I need to check it for participants Alex and Chris. If you would mind just saying a few words, please.
A few words. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello again.
Alex, thank you, smartass Chris Garrett. A few words. And Tony Wallow says something. Yep, Tony, you come in loud and clear. Good. The reason I'm asking is I moved the microphone earlier today. I'm going to go ahead and blur my background because I got a mess going on back there. And I think I'm going to leave it there. It's actually to my right and about a foot below me. But it's out of sight, out of mind. And if it's picking up the sound, then cool. Boy, my hair just looks atrocious. Good Lord.
That's why you wear a hat.
No, I actually wear a hat because the fan blows my hair around. I don't like having the hair on my face, and I keep it long for Mrs. K. And if I had my way, my hair would be about a little bit longer than yours, but not real super long. The little things you do to make people happy. So is Josh going to ever unmute his mic and join us, or is he just going to sit there and listen to us tonight?
You could press a button and ask him to unmute.
I saw where his hair is about grown. His hair was growth there.
So the title of tonight's show, or in the description of tonight's show, I said, what does the Filipino Channel and Google have in common? Actually, they have nothing in common, except they put me in a very big panic this morning because Mrs. K wanted the Filipino Channel back the way that it used to be, which we pay for a subscription, and somehow the subscription got mangled, or I don't know what happened. And I got it to work on the Fire Stick. Well, she wanted it on the Roku. Another story on that in a minute. So late last night, I got it to work on the Fire Stick. I'm happy. Well, in order to get it to work on the Fire Stick, I had to reset my password in Google Chrome on the Fire Stick. Stupid. Don't understand it. Still beyond me. Which I did. I wrote it down. I come in here to check my email, and it tells me it's logged me out. I have to log in. I go to log in using my new password, and lo and behold, it says incorrect password. Okay, go back to the old password. Lo and behold, incorrect password. That's because I just changed it, so I put the new one back in, and again, still wrong. So I sent something off to Google, and they said they would send me some information in 48 hours. So I'm panicking. 48 hours from last night's Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday morning, because this was about 3:30 in the morning. Great. My streak comes to an end. Oh, wait a minute. More importantly, I can't get into Gmail. I'm expecting 2 emails that deal with Lauren and her licensing, and if I can't get into my Gmail, we're up the creek. So I fretted and I stayed up to about 5:30 working with it. Mrs. K gets up this morning. She goes to watch the Roku and it's not on there. She wakes me up. I get it on the Roku. She's happy. So now we got it on the Fire Stick, we got it on the Roku, we got it on the phones, and we got it on the computer. I think we're covered on the Filipino channel. So I take her to work, and I told Alex earlier in the day at 2:30 I was going to have this announcement about this was my last stream last night because of what I just explained to you. I showed him the emails from Google and everything, and I don't know what made me think about it, but I said to myself, I said, self, and then I went, what? Because I scared myself. I'm going to try it one more time. So I shared my screen with everybody, and I went through the process, and lo and behold, I guess it was Darren, I guess it was Rick Lakes, I guess it was Chris Garrett, I guess it was Alex Cheek. I was able to change my password, and it worked. So now I'm happy. Now I got Google Chrome back, I got my Gmail back, I got YouTube back. So I thought, well, I'm going to try it on the phone. After I logged in, I'm good to go there too. So then I thought, well, I'll try it on the computer. My first attempt on my laptop, my first attempt on the laptop, it was unsuccessful. It said wrong password, yada yada yada. Great, what did I do wrong? So I literally am one fingering it on while I'm reading my password, and I don't know, maybe I had left something out, but I did that. I'm good on the laptop, I'm good on the phone, and I'm obviously good on the computer. So you guys can't get rid of me yet. By the way, tonight is the 250th straight day, and I'm happy to announce there will be a day 251 because there is Wi-Fi at the campsite. I may have to sit up at the office.
Oh, wonderful. He's on his computer.
Oh, we got to him. He moved over to his computer.
Why won't my phone off?
Why, what?
You got turn your virtual background off. You got your virtual background on, and you can't use a virtual background because you move around too much.
Or plug the camera in and put it where you can be seen. So yeah, Tony, it was clearly a yippee moment. I was very frustrated, and then taking Mrs. K to work, we get a late start, and there's a traffic accident. So I get to go backtrack, and then we get to go different roads. And on a couple country roads, I was 85, 90 mile an hour, which was kind of dangerous and kind of stupid and kind of fun at the same time under different circumstances. And I got her there 1 minute late. It's trying to use your phone as the camera, Josh.
With that,
Your Zoom is trying to use your iPhone as the camera instead of your camera.
yeah,
There you go. You got it.
it get better.
So
No, it did. I did it.
and now you need to adjust it because all we see is your nose and your mustache and whatever that is under your chin. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Stop. Oh, you had it. Oh, down. Oh, stop right there. Good enough. Yeah, Black Watch. It probably was. Now, the one finger actually is what got me there. Great Guy says, hey, I didn't see you earlier here. Well, I did it from the phone earlier.
I still have you on Facebook earlier.
Do what?
I still had Greg on Facebook earlier.
No. Well, he's not with us yet. He's just watching the chat. So let me see if Twidget's working. I had some issues with that. So since people are watching the stream, I'm going to go ahead and rerun the intro and see what they think of it, see what people think of it. So here's the introduction that I reworked a little bit today. Rerunning it now.
Hey, Al, Josh.
That looked like a soda, Josh. They letting you have your soda now?
Yep.
At 11 o'clock at night too.
Yeah, really. It's amazing. So that's the new introduction, and I have to give some props to a great guy.
On Facebook today, Greg.
Say what?
I said hi to you on Facebook today, Greg.
Oh, I don't look at that very much.
So I have to give Greg a little bit of a shout out because I gave him a migraine when I shared my screen, and he's the only one that stuck with me while I fiddled and farted and played around getting that set up, and that's not how it originally looked. Not even close.
Well, I was busy talking to Joshy first.
Oh, I see where I rate. I rate under Joshy. Okay.
I'm mad at Alex.
All those in favor say aye.
I,
Even Alex raised his hand.
Why you mad?
Mrs. K said aye. She doesn't even know what's going on. Hey, there's Photo Mix Media. Hey, homies. So I'm going to run the introduction one last time, and then that'll be it. And
Why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you. Who said I was mad at you?
I was referring to Josh.
Oh, I don't know.
If you kept on calling me during the live stream, it screwed up my phone.
Well, it doesn't really screw up your phone. It just kicks you off the live stream.
I did it because you said something like, "This is about the time somebody usually calls me."
Yeah, but I wasn't referring to you.
I know you were referring to Natasha, but I thought it'd be funny to call
Or
you.
me. I tend to call him sometimes when he's live streaming accidentally. Wink, wink.
I thought it'd be funny to call you, turn my voice, call you, and tell you how loud my horn is.
Man, I can't get this hat straight for crap. I may have to get rid of the
Don't
hat.
ever do that again.
So that's the intro. I'm not gonna replay it. I'm gonna leave it for a couple days. I think I might lengthen it just a little bit.
And it's loud here too, in person.
Well, I'll bet that was loud both for Josh and for you.
It's loud. It's 10 times louder on my unit. Don't do that.
Yeah, I imagine that was super, super loud. So, anyway, that's how my day went.
If you want me to get mad at you, yeah, I'll do it. But no.
Well, I don't have a horn, and I wouldn't be able to turn my volume up very loud anyway, so you're safe. And the clocks, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Nobody told me the clocks are messed up.
You can turn your volume up very loud. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta fix the clocks because apparently they look to be goofy on OBS. Don't understand that. Let me get them fixed. Okay, yeah, they're just a little out of adjustment, that's all. Let me fix that real quick. My OCD won't allow that to be like that very long. There we go. So it'll change colors again, or I can come over here and I can hit the change color button and change it to that. See what the delay is. That's not bad. Not a bad delay. So I'm going to leave it on that one for a minute. Earlier I thought I was going to a dog and pony show.
I made a video for Rick last night because he was complaining about wanting to fix background for his computer. So I made a video on how to get them from Windows Store if he didn't like that.
Well, I think what he's talking about, he's referring to putting pictures and things on his wall in his apartment, but he did know someone that could benefit from that, so he did appreciate you doing that for him.
Yeah,
And if you're going to do instructional videos, Josh, you need to be explaining what you're doing, okay? Anyone that has no knowledge of Microsoft, they're going to be totally lost on what you're doing on that. But those of us that are aware of it, we kind of follow it along. But it's, oh look, it changed to green already. Wow, that was a quick 10 minutes. Whoo, how about that? That's fast. So, I thought it was really good. I just think you need to add some audio into it. and kind of explain what you're doing.
I wanted to be the one to help Rick, like, make another video and show how to set up OBS.
You want to show Rick how to set up OBS?
I'd like to
No. That's not a good idea.
Well, I think it's a great idea. I will watch it unless I'm camping.
Charlie Foxtrot.
Exactly. Are you going to do it from your phone or on the computer?
on the computer.
Okay.
I'd like to try.
Nothing wrong with trying, but a great hit it right on the nose. Charlie Foxtrot.
You're showing OBS on the screen. You're going to need a whole mirroring effect issue.
I thought he had 2 monitors now.
Yeah, I do.
So can he not use the capture card and show it on the other monitor using the capture card and not have it mirror?
That would be a
No, yeah, he could. Only problem with that is he don't have another monitor.
I thought he does have another monitor.
He does, but it's only
Look
hooked
at
up.
you look like Grandpa.
It's only hooked up to the Wii, and you shouldn't be talking on my glasses.
You look like Grandpa.
You put your
All right, girls, do I need to put you in the waiting room so you can hash this out?
You put your eyes right to the camera when you're doing a live stream. So you have no.
Apparently I do. So, how hard is it for him to unplug the Wii and plug in the second monitor? Isn't that all you'd have to do? Look at him thinking.
Look at the smoke coming out.
No, he wouldn't be able to do it because he wouldn't even need the capture card. He would just need a display capture. But the reason why he wouldn't be able to do it is because his computer has HDMI and display port. He doesn't have a display port to whatever adapter to hook up that other monitor to the computer.
So he can't hook up that second monitor to the computer?
Correct, because he doesn't have the correct adapter to do it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's too bad. So that means that does mean if he were to do an OBS tutorial, it will have the mirroring effect. Yes. So what cord does he need to be able to hook up the second monitor to the computer?
Whatever inputs the second monitor has on it, which is HDMI, you need a display port to HDMI cable.
Okay. So I think we can maybe figure out how to get that to him. Maybe get him to take a couple pictures of what he needs on the back of the monitor and the computer itself, so we make sure we send the right thing.
We can look up the motherboard we can look up the motherboard to see what input it has on the motherboard, and then just.
Go ahead. I know you're going to share your screen, so I went ahead and moved things around.
HDMI, because it's HDMI connecting from the output of the capture card to the input of the TV.
Okay.
So we just need to look at the motherboard manual and see what the video output is.
Okay. Well, you can. When you get it brought up, share your screen. I moved it around so I'm not going to be disturbed. I got everything positioned perfectly well. Josh is holding up the monitor, and wow, you got all those. Is that RGB down there I see?
No. You see that?
Barely. Kind of hard. I mean, it's probably this is a good case for you to take a picture with your phone and send it to Alex. That would work. Or
I see it. I'm looking at the. I don't have to see this screen. I know this screen has HDMI on it, so I don't have to look at the screen. All I have to look at is the motherboard.
Come on now.
well, you know the monitor's got HDMI on it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Josh, you can put it down now. We know it weighs 35 pounds.
Onboard graphics is one display port, VGA port, and HDMI port.
So he's got to convert something, either the VGA or the display, over to HDMI, right?
Yeah.
And then that monitor does not have capabilities to just run in a single cord without using a converter or anything.
It's a single. You can get a single cord. I'll show you.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember now. Shades of Catherine come back.
And Tim, what's the deal with the logo?
What's what deal with what logo?
With the funny logo on the screen.
That is actually a QR code for Photo Mix Media, so that we can maybe generate some business and traffic for him on his website. If you turn your phone on and scan it with your camera, you should be able to be fine.
What kind of website?
Put the camera on your phone and see if you can scan it and see if it'll work. We can kill two birds with one stone that way. All right, I see that, Alex. 6 feet should be more than enough, I would think.
Yeah.
Gives me a headache.
Take some time off.
What gives you a headache, Chris? The QR code?
A full screen. Share screen.
Yeah, sometimes it can. All right, I'm going to move everything back over here where I can not have to strain my eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, what I hate about newer TVs, I know everybody don't use them. Everybody's moving to HDMI, but I don't like the fact that don't have composite.
My TV has composite and component
And
and HDMI.
some of the newer TVs don't though.
Because it's an old way of connecting things.
Yep.
I know, but
Yep.
a friend of mine.
Some of us still need the old way of making things.
Do what, Josh?
Huh?
What were you saying?
It doesn't look like the QR code works.
It does. You turn your camera on, hold it up next to the QR code, and if you have an iPhone, it'll say something about tap. And I can't demonstrate that, but I'm going to take my phone right here. I'm going to bring it.
Okay,
You got it? All right.
A friend of mine bought a I think it's Unity, whatever, however you can say it, TV, smart TV, and the only remote it came with was a Roku remote.
Was it a Roku TV?
Yeah, but I'm sure it has regular TV on it too.
I believe it might. I'd have to ask Greg Guy that question.
Yes, I know that for sure because when I go to my van place to get my van service, they happen to have a Roku TV, and you can hook up an antenna to that, or they got an antenna or wherever cable service can do that.
Can you buy a universal remote?
So what is he hoping to do?
He's just looking to generate business. When people scan that, it should have taken you to a off bluish green screen with his phone number and contact information and website, if I remember right.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
And then that way it'll generate him some business, I hope.
Here, let me see if I can scan it. Oh, shit, that's right.
Hey, Rick Lakes is watching a good movie tonight, San Andreas. Cool.
Is he looking to do like video editing or what?
What's his business? He's been in business doing that for a while now. He does all kind of editing, video, photographing.
How much does he How much is it?
I don't know. We don't need to talk about him like he's not here. He's actually in the Zoom chat. We could ask him.
How much do you charge?
Depends on what he does, how long it takes.
Yeah, I guess that's good.
What do you got that you want to get edited?
No, I'm just asking in general.
Oh, okay.
Well, I do just want to jump in. Thanks for the letting everybody know here, Ken. But yeah, right now in terms of photo editing, right now I'm in the middle of switching from Premiere to DaVinci Resolve, and yes, I have a lot to learn in DaVinci Resolve. So, what what you were able to show us in the intro, Ken, that was impressive.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, again, I have to give a little bit of props to Greg Guy because he put up with it for the entire 35 minutes it took me to put the basic one together, and then after we disconnected, I fine-tuned it a little bit, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It gives me some ideas. Do what, Greg?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you were helpful. You're more of a muse than you realize you are. Now, when you find your phone and we can communicate, back and forth on the phone, that'd be cool.
I'll keep looking for it.
Now, I have a question. Does Greg actually have a phone?
No, Greg does not have a phone. That's kind of a joke between Greg and the world.
No.
Of course, obviously, it's not a very good joke because when you have to explain the joke, it's not a good joke.
He has a house phone, so and landline numbers are listed in public directory, so if we can find his number, we can bother him.
Nah, we don't want to do that.
I bet he still has a landline and only a rotary phone.
I don't know what's funnier about that, the landline or the rotary phone.
No,
rotary phone.
I got a digital phone
All right.
for this phone. It's got voicemail on it, and after the fourth ring, you're connected to my voicemail.
That's funny.
Like a regular cell phone works.
That is funny.
Hey,
Did you say anything, or is it the standard voice introduction from the phone itself?
I don't know, you'd have to call and find out.
I recorded my grandma's. It's my voice on her machine.
I actually remember my grandmother, probably the early 80s, she was on party line still.
Yeah, I'm old enough and do remember the party line.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting error, maybe, I guess is the word I want.
Yeah. But I understand that you had to wait for if it rang a certain number of times, you knew it was for you or something.
There was that one, and then there was the one where it rang in everybody's house, and you pick it up, and they would say, "Is Josie there?" And you're like, "Nope, wrong, not for me," and you hang up. The only time I ever had issues with it was the people across the road's house was on fire, and all the old ladies were on there just yakking away, and I picked up the phone to call the fire department, and they wouldn't stop yakking, so I had to, this is probably where my issues began, I had to tell them to get off the phone because the house next door was burning down. "Oh, that's just that Stout boy. He wants to use the phone to call his girlfriend." I said, "No, my girlfriend's house is burning down. I need to call the fire department." And then days later, they felt bad because they were like, "Oh my God, the Ford's house really did burn down. He was telling the truth." What do you got? A coffee pot?
I got rid of the monitor that was in my room.
Yeah, I heard you got rid of the monitor and a computer and a keyboard.
Yep.
You hear about it?
They were probably talking about their people on the street.
Oh, I don't know what they were talking about. I didn't really care.
That was on Andy Griffin's actually.
Yeah.
The episode of Andy Griffin.
It's like Sherry Holtzman on the horrible business.
Now you got one corner of your room clean. Now make the rest of it look like.
Yeah, really.
His
Man,
bed is still
you might
surprising.
find your ID card. Oh wait, you won't. Do what, Alex?
His bed is still surprisingly clean from when he cleaned it the other day.
No, it's not. That's why he keeps the chair blocked like that. Don't everybody speak at one time.
Okay, we won't.
Wonder how old Tim's doing tonight. He was celebrating his birthday today. Yeah, really, crickets. I don't. Do those come through over the stream? I don't know. I need to check that out one of these days. Let's see here.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to leave around noon, I believe. We got a couple little things to do in the morning. I'm not getting up at 5:30 in the morning to go camping. That's not happening.
And guess what?
What?
He told me earlier he had good news for me. He does have hotspot on his phone.
Yeah, but there's even better news that there's Wi-Fi at the campground, so hopefully I get a decent signal.
Yeah, but even if you do get a decent signal in any part in the spot right next to the router, they still may have really crappy internet service.
Oh yeah, I'm not expecting it to be anything. I give up on this. I don't expect it to be anything great.
What? You mean there's no Zoom tomorrow night?
No, there'll be Zoom. No, we're good. In fact, before I walk out the door tomorrow, I'm going to make sure I have all the information on the laptop so that I can do. I've done Zoom and OBS and yeah. Good question, Tony. I do have a power outlet, and I probably better take it. I did not even think about that.
Think your 50-foot extension cord.
You mean you need a power cord for the laptop, or?
No, I've got a power. Power outlet? I know what he's talking about. I do have a 50-foot extension cord. I may just take it just to be safe. Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the battery works on the laptop properly. It's plugged in right now. Hopefully it's charging. I've got it turned off. When I checked last, it was at 43%. With it plugged in, it's not going up and it's not going down. I don't need any comments from anybody in the chat room or the Zoom. Thank you. Look at Greg. He's like, oh, damn it.
So you're not going to be camping in a camper where you got...
No, I'm going to be staying in a cabin. I'm not in the camper.
Does this cabin not have electricity or...
No, it does have electricity.
Water?
No, it has electricity and a sink and a shower and a toilet and a bed and a dresser and everything that I'm going to need, but I don't know how far away from the main building it is, so my Wi-Fi signal may be bad. My sister did say today I may have to actually walk up to where it's at in order to get good reception.
Or even go inside and, depending on how. I know that our ISPs, modem router combos, like you have to, like at church, you have to be inside of the building before you can get anything. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, that's the way Lorna's work is. You have to literally be standing somewhere where there's one of them nodes that sends a signal out, and even then it's horrible. It's just dumb. It's guest Wi-Fi, so they're not going to give them anything great. I always use my cellular data when I'm down there.
That's actually not always.
Do what, Josh? What was your question?
Are we gonna go through with me making that video for Rick? I didn't do it.
Only you know the answer to that question. We can't answer that for you.
I'll do it if I can.
Nobody can stop you from doing it. You're just going to have to figure out how to get OBS set up so that it doesn't mirror, and you may have to wait until you get your second monitor hooked up.
Which would be plugging it. Would be using that adapter and plugging in the second monitor.
Ooh, I don't like that color at all on the stream.
Do I have the adapter to plug it in?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it when I get the equipment.
Man, I do not like that color. That's just not working for me at all. So I'm going to go ahead and change it. That's going to go lighter. Yeah, that one's okay, I guess. Actually, Black Watch is pretty close to right. March, April, May, June. It took me about 4 months, and I've only got one switch that I can't identify where it goes. And I think it goes up into the ceiling in the living room. There's a plate over on the ceiling. I think there was a light there at one time, because everything else I've accounted for. One of these days I'll get my son out here and he'll get his ladder and go up there and we'll turn it on and he'll test it and we'll be good. So, yeah, run Forrest, run, I'm telling you. Nope, tomorrow will be a stream, fishing, a stream, and then Sunday night will be the fireworks, and then we'll drive home and go from there.
Yeah, I want to do that video for Rick when I get the equipment.
Well, Sunday is the 3rd. The actual 4th of July is on Monday.
Correct, but they're doing their fireworks show on Sunday the 3rd. Nothing I can do to change that, and that's fine. Lorna's got to work on the 4th, so we're going to get home in a decent hour, hopefully for her to get a little bit of rest anyway. She doesn't have to be there until 2. So
Oh, they changed the forecast. No rain for Monday.
yeah, we had a brief, and I'm not kidding when I say this, 5-minute rain shower tonight. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Now they're predicting rain at 2 o'clock in the morning, all the way till 6 o'clock in the morning. And then later this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're a solid 60% all 4 days. So, which is
You don't have
fine.
to worry about watering your plants.
No, I did water the plants today, actually, and then it rained for the 5 minutes, so they got plenty of water today.
We're going to be raining on Saturday, tomorrow, and Sunday, and that's it for the next 10 days.
So I'm going to tax Josh's brain a little bit here.
That subject's been changed.
What, taxing Josh's brain?
Alex's forecast.
That's true. So I'm gonna pick his brain just a little bit here, and I'm gonna spotlight him because I want to make sure he understands what we're doing. So Josh, you are the man right now, okay? You are spotlighted, and I'm going to ask you to explain to us what you're going to do to show Rick how to run OBS. So take her away, Josh Kinder.
I'm going to try to do it within the same way, with the way Alex did it. Meaning I'm going to go step by step.
What is step? Okay, that's fine. What is step 1?
Go to your settings and go to your settings and go put in a display capture so it can capture the window.
Okay, and then you do plan on doing this with 2 monitors, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
And then you want it to get the screen. And then if he uses the webcam, which I'm sure he will, you want to go up to where it says video capture device and get his webcam up in the upper right hand corner and make that smaller so that everyone can see him, but it's not so big.
Are you hearing noises in the background? You just look to your left and your right.
Yes, I am. That's why I did that.
Okay. Okay.
And then it's gonna walk him through getting the streaming key tell him where to put that in the OBS in the settings in the input,
Okay.
and then I'll tell him. Well, he'll have to wait 24 hours before he can start streaming, so we'll have to wait 24 hours for him to get the approval. And then once he gets the 24 hours to start streaming, I'll go on my YouTube with another video and show him how to start a stream in OBS and start it on YouTube and show him how to end it. And then within that same video, I'll show him how to do a recording versus going live.
Okay. The only thing I would say, you're good so far. I'm really impressed. You remembered quite a bit, and that's good. I don't think it's necessary that you record the stream. It's personal choice. It's going to be on YouTube, so there's really no sense in recording it. But if you want to record them, that's fine. I personally don't record my streams because I can go back to YouTube and get them. Okay? But yeah, you did good. I think if you can remember to explain what you're doing as you're doing it, just like what you did right here, I think that'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I want to try and do it. At least give me a chance.
Well, I don't think anyone's not giving you a chance. Well, I was just curious as to what you were going to show, and it sounds like you remembered quite a bit of what you've been shown.
The only reason you want to record it is if somebody calls you and you're on your phone, for some reason you don't get saved to YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. I've watched, and this is going to sound horribly bad. I've actually watched some of my tutorials where I've showed you guys what I've learned so far to refresh my memory. And I know that sounds horrible, but that's, if I recorded it, I could just go to my DaVinci folder and bring it up and look at it there. But because I got YouTube, I can go there and watch it. But yeah, Josh, I think you'll be all right. Again, just remember when you're doing it, you have to explain to people what you're doing. Okay?
I want to do it because I want to show Alex that my memory isn't really that bad. So
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I want to prove him wrong.
All right, girls, am I going to put you in the waiting room again?
Why don't you just get
You're not going to prove me wrong. Although you've done it. Although you've done it a time or two. But I'm not going to let you do it again.
Oh, I got to see this.
Why did you hit yourself on the back of the head?
Who hit themselves on the back of the head?
It looked like Alan. It looked like Josh did.
I don't know.
I'm trying to flatten my hair down on the back.
Because he
Josh,
didn't
we don't care what your hair looks like. You're fine. Nobody in here gonna go, oh, look at Joshy's hair. It looks so good. We don't care. Okay? It does look better than what it usually does because it's not that rat's nest up there. But you don't have to pat it down for us. You don't have to make yourself look spiffy. We're good.
Just comb your hair.
Just comb it or put a hat on. I mean, if your hair looks like mine, put a hat on. So, by the way, this hair will be a different color tomorrow. I have no choice in the matter.
Green?
No, not that bold.
Oh, pink?
Yeah.
You mean your big
I got a good guess. Gray.
All those in favor? No, if I was going to make it gray, I wouldn't let her dye it for me. I would just let it do its natural thing, and in about 3 months, the hair would look like the beard.
You would look like Santa Claus.
Probably. Yeah, that's one thing. I can't get my beard to grow long, which I really want to do. I want to get that ZZ Top look, but I can't do it. So.
I'm fine with it.
That's the way my kids was for months.
I've tried. And I
I'm
just,
just trying to let my beard grow out.
your ear, why are you trying to grow your ear?
Of his
But
beard.
I'm just trying to let my beard grow out.
Well, you're missing the parts up here.
Yeah, I know.
This is what the beard is, all this right here. Not like I'm a fashion expert or anything.
I thought you were.
Nope.
Now, actually,
Josh, you can grow your mustache long and twist it up on the side.
Handlebars. Can't do that either. I've tried that. The best thing I can do is I can get the old Fu Manchu thing going pretty good, but that's about it. As far as handlebars, I've tried that. It doesn't work.
yeah, if I get the right equipment, I'll do the video.
Oh wait, I got a better one. So, Josh, you might catch a little bit of a notification, but you should open that video with this right here. When you do your video, you should have that playing in the background.
What was it?
You don't know the Twilight Zone?
Oh,
I can send it to you.
yeah. Okay.
Wintermute, good to see you. Yes, welcome to the yeah, I'm not going to say anything, but no, I think you did good explaining what you're going to do. About the only bone I would pick with you is I'm pretty sure I showed you how to do everything long before the professor
hey,
did.
Hey Josh,
Yeah.
this is what you need to be playing in the background.
Silence?
Awkward silence?
No?
That's all we're hearing is silence.
Man, let me try it again. I gotta get closer to the microphone.
What? You don't have your Stream Deck hooked up to do this? Kenny Whidden, good evening to you, sir. Yes, crickets. I played crickets and the Twilight Zone. And I think Alex is emulating me. He was playing crickets without the cricket sound.
I don't guess Zoom. I guess.
What are you trying to do?
I have to fix my audio settings in Zoom because I don't think Zoom will pick it up.
You know, we're all going to be sitting here skeletalized here in just about 10 minutes if you don't get this thing going. Is Jose still with us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just checking. Trying to figure out who would be missing. Obviously, Jeff's busy in Oklahoma. And Rick is watching a movie, and it's too early for Gary.
Where's Jim at?
I'm not sure. He was on Carrie's earlier today. And Alex is working on his volume because I can hear an echo. You trying to do this off the internet?
No, I'm
Nope.
not.
Nope. Not.
Did you hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Explain the joke because I'm not getting why he needs a single heartbeat beep.
No, he needs it like this.
I don't understand either, but Zoom echo. Yeah, the echo is actually coming from.
It has to do with because I seen because when I was messing with him on the phone earlier.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, so turn your volume down because you do have a horrendous echo. It is coming through over on YouTube according to the chat room. Well, I got my audio set right. So far, there hadn't been any complaints of echoing whatsoever. So I learned my lesson. I got it set. I have not touched it. Works out.
Alex, what Alex did a made you echo?
Well, the echo was coming.
I turned off the Zoom audio settings that they do by default. Zoom has a lot of settings, audio settings to suppress your background noise
Right.
by default. And I turned off all that so I could.
And he probably cranked his volume up just a little bit. But so far, we have, other than that little bit of echo that you were having that was coming to us, going to them, we're good. We are good. Wow, 50 minutes already. So anybody, huh?
Yeah, if I can get the right equipment, I'll do the video.
Well, the right equipment is simply a cord. That's all you need. Look like about a $9 or $10 cord. And before we go and buy it, we'll ask around and see if anybody's got one. And if they do, I'm sure if it's just laying around, they wouldn't mind sending it to you. And if they don't, then we'll scrounge enough money to get it and get it sent to you. Of course, it'll be delivered to your neighbor, but you know, that's what happened to your soda, right? Did you get your soda yet?
No.
You guys answer each other's questions now? Do you finish each other's sentences now?
I don't think I got a refund.
Good Lord. Well, yeah, you got your money back, and I knew you would. So, okay, I got to try this little test here. Let me see how this is going to go.
Babe,
Yes.
can you read this? It's very funny. If I can send it to you, and you can send, you can share it to them. It's very funny.
So there's Mrs. K, everybody, and she wants me to share
Hi.
this. She wants me to share this with you, so I will give it an attempt. How long do you think we should leave him in there for, by the way?
5 minutes.
Tony Wallow says, "Good evening, Mrs. K."
Good evening.
So here we go. This is from Mrs. K. She wants me to read this to you guys and the
it's just funny. I just
YouTube.
was laughing at it.
Two hillbillies walk into a restaurant. While having a bite to eat, they talk about their moonshine operation. Suddenly, a woman at a nearby table who is eating a sandwich begins to cough. After a minute or so, it becomes apparent she is in real distress. One of the hillbillies looks at her and says, "Can you swaller?" The woman shakes her head no. Then he asks, "Can you breathe?" The woman begins to turn blue and she shakes her head no. The hillbilly walks over to the woman, lifts her dress, yanks down her doors, and quickly gives her right butt cheek a lick with his tongue. The woman is so shocked she has a violent spasm and the obstruction flies out of her mouth. As she begins to breathe again, the hillbillies walk slowly back to his table. His brother says, "You know, I heard about that there Heimlich maneuver, but I never see nobody do it."
Heimlich maneuver.
That's Mrs. K and her humor for the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Heimlich maneuver.
I like that one. I like the right, Miss K.
Oh my goodness. That was pretty good. That was pretty
I'm gonna
good.
get off and going from my phone because it's raining here. And it's thundering, and I don't want to be on the secure when it's thundering.
Well, thunder only happens when it's lightning, so you're fine. If it's just thunder, don't worry about it. That's fine, Josh. If you want to join on your phone.
If it is, make sure you actually turn the computer off.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but I'm not worried about it.
I'm not actually going to go very much longer anyway because it's going to be a very long day tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be stressful at all. It's just going to be long. We got about an hour and a half drive down to the campsite, and then I already know we got to go to the store once we get there. Yeah, you knew what I meant, Black Watch. I was just having one of them senior moments. I gained a year this year already, so I can't help it. These things happen.
You mean shit happens?
That too. So I'm glad to see that she does see some humor in things. So wow, it just turned to an awkward pink color or purple. I don't know what color that is. So I want to give a shout out to Wintermute for the background of the clock changing. I really appreciate that. That is really cool. For the most part, everyone likes it, so that's why I'm leaving it and letting it run. I might run a poll in a couple days, which clock is better, or do you like the changing color clock? I don't know. I'll figure that out. So what I'm going to do is I played around with my Stream Deck earlier tonight.
Uh-oh.
That actually is going to work out. I'm going to hit the outro, and I may play it a couple times as well. So without further to do, here is the outro updated.
Update number 53.
Or 64. I've got to go in and adjust some things.
Hey, I saw my name.
So while that's running, I want to give a shout out to Blackwatch. Thank you. 2 days in a row. You feeling okay? Wintermute, thank you so much. Kenny Whidden, thank you so much. Great guy. Thank you so much. Tony Wallow, as always, again, thank you again. I will get that taken care of later tonight. I don't think I've missed anybody. So this outro should not do the, oh yeah, it's not over yet. It took me forever to get this timed out perfectly.
He's definitely got thunderstorms in his area, Josh.
Yeah. Well, the what weather I've seen, the whole region, which by the way, we're in the Mid-East, according to my wife.
Looks like you might have some coming a little bit.
Yeah, we do. So I'm going to play that one more time. I pretty well like how it turned out. I've got to go in, and why is that not playing? Okay, that's interesting. That's because I got to go to a different setting. And then I got to go hit the button again. I got to fix that. I've got to go in and adjust the scroll again, because in my very humbled opinion, it looks like the scroll actually sped up when I did this. Or it could just be me, I don't know. I just think it's kind of neat looking, kind of different. I have a version of it where when it's done, it actually goes back to the original blinds in the background, painting, and or wall pictures on the wall and the painting on the wall or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't see me and my wife in this. You take us out or what?
If you were in there, you're still in there, and I can check that in a minute. I'll do that in just a second. So this time when it ends, I am going to go ahead and end the stream. There was about a 5-second delay between OBS and the stream. So there you go. Comment below what you think. If you don't like it, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Say you don't like it. I'll change it up. But it's a start. I want to thank everybody for joining me again. Thank you so much, Tony Wallow, Wintermute, Kenny Whitten, Blackwatch, and the regular Zoom crew. I'll see you guys live from the campsite tomorrow night.